បាទសូមស្វាគមន៍លោកអ្នកនាងមកកាន់កម្មវិធី Idea Talk នៃសារព័ត៌មាន The Cambodia Daily ហើយរាត្រីនេះវាគ្មានរបស់យើងមានកញ្ញាសិនទេវីនាយិកាអង្គការសង្គ្រោះកម្ពុជា Save Cambodia និងអ្នកស្រីញៀនសៃឡាអ្នកសម្របសម្រួលយុទ្ធនាការសហគមន៍ខ្មែរប្រចាំអង្គការសង្គ្រោះកម្ពុជាដែរ Save Cambodia អ្នកទាំងពីររូបនឹងចូលរួមពិភាក្សាលើប្រធានបទស្ដីអំពីថាតើពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរក្នុងពិភពលោកត្រូវចូលរួមបែបណាក្នុងកិច្ចការអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិ How do the Khmer diaspora around the world participate in the United Nations works ប្រសិនបើលោកអ្នកនាងមានសំណួរឬយោបល់សូមសរសេរនៅក្នុងប្រអប់ comment ខាងក្រោមនៃការផ្សាយរបស់យើងតាមអាស័យដ្ឋាន www.facebook.com/withoutfearorfavor So ជំរាបសួរកញ្ញាសិនទេវីនិងអ្នកស្រីញៀនសៃឡា Good morning ទេវី and good morning សៃឡា
Good morning ជំរាបសួរ
បាទជំរាបសួរ Okay I think we have to speak in English to both of you. Welcome to both of you and thank you for coming on our program this morning. Let me begin with our common knowledge that is the UN is a huge world organization with a sophisticated operating structure. It has existed to provide a world forum to help mediate or arbitrate conflicts between member states to maintain world order, security and peace. The Khmer and other nations look to the world order, the world body, whenever they're faced with a dire situation. They see the UN as a place for diplomats to work, representing their countries, not a place for them to work. But the fact is, to the contrary, as the UN has so many organs, committees, offer opportunities to civil society organizations to participate or partner with it. Tavi, my question to you is, how do the Khmer diaspora around the world participate in the United Nations works or mission?
Well, I can explain to you with Save Cambodia specifically, we have ECOSOC, which is the consultative status to the UN. So it provides us the ability to provide information, like expert information specifically about Cambodia to the UN. And also it helps us to speak on behalf of the Khmer community as well. But in terms of right now, there's actually a lot of opportunity that's taking place for Cambodia, for the people to get involved. And we've been expressing this over and over again to, especially the people that we're working with on a regular basis, and trying to get them to also tell their groups as well that this is the time where the UN is coming up with, they're providing opportunities for the Khmer people to speak, to come together, to vocalize what it is that, their concerns are. And this is an opportunity. And we have been submitting reports on behalf of the Khmer community, and we've also been speaking on behalf of the Khmer community for the last few years now.
Okay. Do you think you can send us, or we have access to whatever you provided to the UN on behalf of the Khmer community, so we can let the Khmer communities across the world to see or hear what that means, what it is?
Yes. On the Save Cambodia website at the bottom left, I put reports and statements so people can follow. It's new. I just placed it on here a couple of weeks ago where the people can follow. But also later we can talk about the Khmer Community Campaign or the Khmer Urgent Action Network, where we created a new innovative way that was inspired by Amnesty International to have the Khmer people be aware of the updated news of what is taking place and what successes we've had.
Thank you. Sayla, as we are getting older and older, our older generation definitely depends on your new generation to take the lead. Sometimes when it comes to complicated, sophisticated works, harder work. Have you ever participated in any UN organized events? And what did you find useful and can be applied to our society to make it better?
Yes, quite recently I did attend a UN event. It was the CSW this past March with a delegation of Cambodian leaders from across North America, US and Canada. And that was a women's event.
Can you tell our viewers what CSW stand for?
Commission on the Status of Women. So anything that involves women's rights.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was eye-opening. It allowed us to see the mechanisms of the United Nations and as a woman, how we can further advocate for ourselves and in particular to our work with Cambodia. How do we advocate for the voiceless inside Cambodia?
Yeah. So you have participated in many events. Okay. Tevi, you have been to the United Nations events concerning the Khmer issues here in New York and Geneva, where at least, as far as I can see on the UN website, 700 NGOs joined at one point or another. I'm sure those NGOs have issues of concern in their respective countries. What is the most outstanding matter you've learned and imparted your experience to inform and educate the Khmer community across the world?
So I started getting involved with the UN in 2014. And I was trained, I went to New York and Geneva.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it has been that long. Yeah. So 2014, and I went back and forth to Geneva and New York a lot. And I did a lot of training. I had a lot of international trainers. And I fell into the UN. In the beginning, I didn't even know what it was. And I just had advisors that just kept pulling me to the UN. I just said, okay. And now we're here. But one of the main things that I realized that was important was the lack of Khmer bodies at the UN. Okay. And I realized that, and when I created Save Cambodia in 2012, and I incorporated in 2013. And for the first 6 to 7 years, all I did was travel and just listen. I didn't talk a lot. I didn't speak a lot. And I listened to all different groups and different sides. And the one common thing that I've learned is that people need to be informed. And they didn't have representation at the UN. And I heard a lot of Khmer people said, or like, we've been doing this for a long time. Yeah. But as a person that has been in the system for a while, for, like 9 years now, we need more Khmer bodies there. Actually, is it okay if we go through some of the work that we've done with the UN recently? So we can inform my community. Okay. And Sayla, this is where we can also mention about the most recent special rapporteur virtual meeting that we had with him and the 2 reports. But the first thing we did was actually in March of 2022, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. This is a United Nations where they only focus on civil and political rights. And the group that oversees the situation on civil and political rights is called the Human Rights Committee. And this was the very first group that actually was outspoken with the Cambodian government's claim. At the time, Cambodia had claimed that they had a democratic country, they had a fair free election, and they said that the people voted for a one-party state. And we had also spoken to the Human Rights Committee prior, and we were pressing to saying, no, this is not true. We gave them a list of information. So they actually did say something to the Cambodian government. And from there on, there has been a series of reports and findings showcasing that the violations taking place in Cambodia is to control the electoral process. This is a very big thing for the Khmer community that was taking place. And then in August of 2022, last year, the special rapporteur Professor Witit Muntaporn. He released the reform measures. This is extremely important for the Khmer community to understand, because this has never happened before, where the UN released and said, Cambodia, you need to implement these reform measures in order to say that your upcoming national elections in July is considered free, fair, or legitimate. So SELA's group, they created a grassroots national monitoring group, and it showcased that it was not free, fair, and legitimate. Sela, do you want to add a little bit more about that?
Yes. Along with it not being free, fair, or legitimate, we also monitored as to to what extent the Cambodian government had implemented the special reform measures, and they did not implement anything. So therefore, the election is neither free nor fair.
And recently we had a meeting with the special rapporteur, because October 9th of this month here, the special rapporteur, he wanted to present his report for, a year later, because he can release a annual report once a year. But before that, prior to that, in May, he called for submission. He asked the Khmer community and other international organizations to give a report on whether and to what extent the Hun Sen government has actually implemented the reform measures. And at this meeting, this is where he mentioned, go ahead, Sela, you can say it.
Yes. So he mentioned that with the call for submission, there was only 2 NGOs that submitted in this session. And no, it was not named, but one of them is us. And out of thousands of organizations that are NGOs,
overseas based or Cambodia based.
Either it's for any NGO around the world that would like to submit.
The 2 Cambodian NGOs. One is yours, Safe Cambodia, and the other one is who? Is where? From where?
We do not know. That's not released. The names are not released in the report. It just states that 2 had submitted out of thousands of NGOs that we know that is inside Cambodia, and that actually shows how severely censored they are.
Right.
And oppressed they are.
Okay, Stella, if I may follow up with you. Is Safe Cambodia a member of the UN's ECOSOC? If so, have you educated our Khmer American community as a coordinator about the importance of being a member? And does Safe Cambodia have to pay membership dues or fees?
Oh, actually, that question, Tavi would know more.
Tavi would know more. Okay, please, Tavi, you can.
Yes, we are an ECOSOC organization. So, like I said, so the first 2 to 4 years I was involved with the UN, and then it took me an additional 2 years to get the ECOSOC status.
To get in ECOSOC,
but I never really spoke about it in the community until recently, and that's because I have been involved in in the UN for a very long time. That I guess we did SOM, So but Sela, so I didn't really think anything. To be honest, my Katavi some kind not some kind, right? I just got that and I can't give it that in junk, right?
Okay.
But on Sela, I think
excuse me for interrupting. ECOSOC ជាអក្សរកាត់ is short for Economic and Social Committee. Is that right?
Council, the Economic and Social Council.
Council, not committee, council. Okay, ECOSOC ហ្នឹងសរសេរកាត់មកពីក្រុមប្រឹក្សាសេដ្ឋកិច្ចនិងសង្គមគិច្ចនៃអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិ. Yeah, please go ahead.
So to explain it, yes, the UN has 6 arms. People recognize the Security Council. People recognize the General Assembly. the other third arm is the Economic and Social Council. If you look at the map, you can see the difference of like they will break up the system and who is in each arm. So we are in the Economic and Social Council arm, where this is where we are able to attend UN events. We're able to make statements, and yeah, so the UN says that, we are under consultative status, so we have the ability to consult or to be able to provide information to the UN as experts.
Okay, thank you, Tevi. Sela, you just mentioned that your organization, Safe Cambodia, sent a report to the UN rapporteurs, Professor Muntit Buntaporn. Did you get any reply back to your organization?
Yes, and it's because of our submission, and it's because of our ECOSOC status that we have the ability to connect with the UN, especially with the Special Rapporteur. And we did have a meeting with him this past October 6th. And in his report, it has mirrored the concerns expressed by the Cambodian community. So they are hearing our voice, and we are the community's voice to the UN.
Are you going to go to Geneva as an organization for the UN, what is it called, periodic review?
Yes, the Universal Periodic Review. April. That is, yes, that's for April, May of 2024. Yes, we are looking into attending, and yes, there is a process. So the next 6 months is actually very crucial for us as an organization, as well as for the Cambodian community worldwide, to stay tuned into the events that is going to be taking place from now till then.
Can I add something? Please. It's really important because I know this is the concern with the community, and I really want them to understand this, that I wanted to go into detail about how the Special Rapporteur is mirroring, and the UN is mirroring what we are saying, what the Khmer community is saying. This wasn't easy. It took like a year worth of work to a year and a half to get to where we are now. And the UN doesn't typically like to speak very vocally or direct, but they are. And they pretty much said that this is a hereditary appointment. And just because the reform measures have not been implemented doesn't mean that that's it, it's done. We, as a community, we have to push it. We have to continue telling the Cambodian government they must implement these reform measures. Right. So we sent a humanitarian appeal called the humanitarian release of detained prisoners. Now, the government did respond to this humanitarian appeal, and they released a few prisoners, but we understand this is not enough. There needs to be more. And then the Special Rapporteur now is going into Cambodia again, December 4 to the 14th. And this is an opportunity for the Khmer community to help provide information to him, a guidance on what it is that he should be focusing on, what should he be paying attention to. And we will be developing an outline of urgent issues that require his attention during this visit.
Okay, Tevi, if I may follow up with you, this is not the first time a UN rapporteur reports on Cambodia. Okay, as far as I remember, from 1993, after the UN-sponsored organized elections, we have like almost 10 rapporteurs, UN rapporteurs. Okay, and writing reports, most of them not too good or not good at all about Cambodia. And throughout these decades, the Cambodian government hasn't done much, just like what it does now, ignoring the rapporteur's report and everything, or recommendations. Okay, now, what else the UN can do beyond what it is doing now? I mean, even with you pushing harder and harder, or the Khmer people overseas, everywhere, continue to push harder.
I don't think we're pushing hard enough. And the reason why I'm saying that is no, because it needs to be.
What else do you think we have to do now?
Because it needs to be. It needs to be strategic. So I we see that the special rapporteur's report, this one, Professor Vitit Muntaborn, he really put a lot of effort into this, and not just effort, but he's helping to lay the foundation for the Khmer community. And the UN can only do so much, and it's up to the Khmer people to do something about it. So for our role, like I said, they submit reports, right? They have a voice. And for the Khmer community, we can do something about it. So meaning that if the special rapporteur is saying that there are reform measures that Cambodia needs to implement in order to state that this is a free, fair election or legitimate, that's a big point, meaning that, it's us. What can you do with it? What types of actions can we do as a community to push it? Now, Sayla, this is where we could talk about the Khmer Urgent Action Network. How does it tie together? What types of actions can we use to pressure other governments to do certain things, whether it be economic, whether it be increasing tariffs? So use these things that these big power players are saying to push our cause.
Right. So do you mean that each and every one of us living in the United States can do more? And we probably have to talk to our congressmen, our senators, lawmakers to try to do something about, the government in Cambodia now? In addition to what you are doing. Yeah, in addition to what you're doing at the UN.
Yes, we have to use every available platform to push our message. And back to the UN, the UN is doing their job. We have to ask ourselves, are we doing our job and are we doing enough? You had mentioned that, we've had many special rapporteurs. This is very true. And what makes this special rapporteur, Professor Vitet, different is that he is very special. He's very specialized in his line of work and the way he writes his report, and that it's also special because now with our lead and the mobilization of 50 plus Khmer organizations overseas, we have pushed them to do more advocacy work. And that's where the urgent action alert system that we created that provides a platform that's neutral ground for anybody from groups of in society toចូលរួមធ្វើកិច្ចការហ្នឹង. And we talk about unity, and with unity is action. So participating in this urgent alert is crucial. And what it is that on a periodic basis, we're going to try to do it raw sapada. We push out an alert through our email serve. So anybody that joins our campaign, Save Cambodia, will get this alert talking about current situation in Cambodia that needs immediate attention, or we have an urgent action, which is it's an immediate attention and that requires the community to take immediate action. For instance, sending a letter to the UN or to member states, which has been proven to be effective. I've been hearing some of the community members also saying that writing letters is not important. Writing letters is very important. That's how you lobby your representatives. That's how you reach out to any place to get support. And with that, this is how we secured those high-level meetings on behalf of the Khmer community.
Have you ever designed a sample letter? Because not everyone knows how to write, address the appropriate issues to the appropriate, UN officials. Do you have a sample letter, like a template in a sense, that they can just use that and sign it and send it out?
Yes, we do. And that's what the urgent action alert are. They provide model letters and examples and samples for the community to utilize to send out to make it easier. And then they can feel free to use it as is or alter it that fits them.
Okay. Let me follow up with you, Sela, real quick. And Tevi may inject if you feel that it's necessary to add or to, correct. Okay. Yesterday, we had our guests talking about the Khmer unity, urging people to leave the past, okay, leave it aside and get together, don't ever think about like taking sides or have a tendency to not focus on the main issue here. Okay, and there are politicians and there are people from, NGOs like yourself. They want to work together. Can you work together, a politician and an NGO representative?
Right. So I'll answer that. I just wanted to add something in the last comment. I don't want people to think that when I'm talking about the special rapporteur, I'm like just talking about Professor Retief. I'm talking about the whole system. I'm talking about that every time you hear a government or you hear any big institution make a statement, and then right? That's not our job as a community. Our job is to look for opportunity. How can we use that to maximize to bring more power to that? So that is what the UN provides us. It is a place where the strongest and most powerful voices are. So when they say something or if a certain information is coming out, how can we as a community use that to continue to build more pressure on the government to abide by the human rights, rule of law standards? So I just wanted to clarify that. Yeah. In terms of the political cooperation, Save Cambodia, I've always made it really clear, is that it is a non-political organization and we don't side with any political groups. And it's something that our Khmer community say over and over again, but I really want first to lay the foundation for Khmer people to understand this. So I mentioned that I had traveled the world for 6-7 years first, listening to Khmer people from all different sides. And the one thing that I understand at Khmer is that we are very political. We respond to politics, but we don't realize the power of civil society. And when politics, it doesn't matter any group, I'm talking about just politics in general. They always go up, they always go down. They go up, they go down. But the people need a cushion. They need something to help them stay afloat. And that's where civil society is, where we as civil society should be guiding, just like I mentioned about, we should be guiding, giving information to not just political, but just like we're doing with the UN. The UN is a very political institution. So in terms of do we work with the politics, Save Cambodia provides the tools and resources for the people. It's not about whether you're in politics or not. It's about, yes, we all have a different role to play, but just like strategizing, how do you take this information and strategize? So to answer that question, we work with everybody in terms of but we make sure that the first and foremost is always the people, and politicians are still people. Right? And we provide them information, and it's up to them what they want to do with that information and how do they want to utilize that information.
Right. So you basically work alongside each other, but you don't have to be like work inside together, politician in NGO in politics or anything like that, because that is contrary to your status. Okay, understand that. I did my homework. Speaking of, you mentioned varieties of opportunities at the United Nations. I did some homework and found out that there is more than just ECOSOC. That the Khmer communities or association or organization can be part of. There are civil society conference, the UN Democracy Fund, UNDEF, etc. Now, have you ever approached the UNEDF, UN Democracy Fund? That UNDEF actually funds democracy works in some countries.
Yes. I have, but as a way to early on, just to see, this is during the pandemic, I've explored with it. But I think that we're in a place that we can look into it again. But I do know about this democracy fund. But like I said, I know it typically comes out. It's something that I should be looking at now. And I do have UN representatives, and they are going to be looking at it for me this year.
Okay. Ms. Kelly Landrigan?
Oh, we have 5 UN representatives. Kelly is one of them.
Kelly was one of them. Okay. All right. Stella, how often has Safe Cambodia organized community-based events in the United States and overseas?
Well, in the United States, we just had a few organized events that we either hosted or hosted with other organizations, one being the Community Democracy Forum in Long Beach back in July 15th. And this past weekend, the 32nd commemoration of the Paris Peace Accords in Chicago.
Okay, so you don't have like a calendar, fixed calendar, like every 6 months, every 3 months, or like once a year or anything like that?
No, not yet. Not solid events like that yet. But for the next 6 months, we're looking at it.
Is Safe Cambodia a member NGO, membership NGO?
Yes, we are.
We just opened it up. No, we actually just opened up memberships specifically for the community campaign. We haven't advertised it. We only spoke about it with a few people, but it's actually online now.
Okay. All right. My last question, and then I will have to do some translation for our, viewers, listeners who might not be able to catch everything that we have spoken. Okay. The UN has encouraged civil society organizations to get involved under the slogan, the UN Charter starts with "We the Peoples," with an S. Work with us, and together we will shape our future. Tevi, have you ever approached the other Khmer American NGOs or NGOs elsewhere, Khmer, based, to join hands and make our presence seen and our voice heard at the UN?
Oh, yes. Many times and for many years.
Many
times and for many years, yes.
What was the response then?
There's a mix. I think it's more because people don't understand it. Or maybe it could be also because I'm young. I'm not really sure which one it is, but I can tell you that for the last 3 years, not giving up and working over and over again, there has actually been a few actually really great NGOs that we're working with. And that's been a part of the process and learning more. And so there are a few, and there's some that are still not unaware. But our groups now, because they've been trained by me for some time, they're starting to go out into the community to bring more education and awareness to the Khmer community.
I commend your tenacity and your patience, your perseverance. Okay, I
want to add this last point that I know I said it again throughout this whole thing, but it's really, really important for the community to follow the work that we're doing. I know we don't talk a lot publicly because we really focus in doing the work more than talking. But if you are aware of what are the possibilities that the international community is providing you, then you will become more open to seeing what changes you can make. And and I mean that because I can see that our community they feel hopeless. And you should not feel hopeless. You feel hopeless because you don't know. You feel hopeless because you can't see and because you're depending on someone to tell you. But I'm telling you that if you follow the work and you follow what the international community is providing you, like join the community campaign, you will feel very empowered, and you will realize that there's a lot of opportunity coming, and there's a lot of great stuff taking place, and you have to be involved in it to push it harder.
Right. Yeah, there's another problem too in our community across the nation. Resources. I wonder, how is Cambodia, Save Cambodia, gets resources to fund your, projects, your mission?
For the first several years, it was all from my parents and I. They funded pretty much all of it. I would say a lot. Yeah. And the last 3 years, we've had donations from the community. Yeah. And to be honest, we're at a point where our work has grown so much that we need a lot more funding. And I'm concerned. I'm concerned about next year, whether or not Save Cambodia can even keep our website open and the Commission of Inquiry's website open. And this is me being very transparent. But it's been donors, and we cannot expect our community to keep funding us. So we're looking for other alternatives.
Okay, since Save Cambodia has a 501c3 status, can you apply for like some grants?
Yes.
Funding?
Yes, but I wanted to make sure that we had enough in like accomplishments and enough a clear vision in what the next year would be before I started applying. But we're at a position now where we're starting to look into it. Right.
That's great. Yeah, that's nice if you can get funding from various sources instead of like monthly membership fees, dues from our community members. It's tough. I've been through that before. Long time ago, like 40 years ago. Sometimes the fund hasn't come, and you have to use your own resources. Okay. Now, let's see here. I don't have any more questions. So whatever you want to say, please go ahead, say that too. All right. You can.
Yes,
we can talk.
Yes. How much more time do we have?
Well, 10, 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Well, the only thing I have is that, the universal periodic review process and the special rapporteur's visit to Cambodia in December will demand our full focus and attention for the next 6 months. And with that, we should really tune in. I ask everybody to tune in to independent sources like the Cambodia Daily, to follow that and to follow us. Sure. We also are we have relaunched our Facebook. So if anybody would like to be a 1-second activist, you can just follow us, click follow, like, and share, and then you've done your job. It's as simple as that.
Okay. All right. We'll try to do that. And I hope that through our broadcast, our program today, people will come to understand how important it is to be part of the mission. Don't look at it as Tavi just said that because she's young, maybe some older people, they feel that, oh, she's too young. How can she lead us? Okay. That's the, really old idea way back 50 years ago. 40 years ago. So I agree with you completely. It is hard time. But would it be a problem for you too to, ask some older generation to be, sit next to you?
What do you mean? No, me and Matt,
we do. We have members that are much older that works with us. Yeah. So we are getting support.
That's good. Okay. So try to encourage more of them to come join you.
Yes.
Or help you out. Give you some ideas, from their past experience. Yeah.
No, we need the older generation. I mean, the creation of Save Cambodia and the ideas of it, actually, when I mentioned about traveling, is because of the older generation and the new generation. I can see what the Manishja wants. And I think that they're frustrated because they don't know how to execute it and how to get there. And that's why we provide the resources that we do, because it came from them, right? It was just me trying to find the answers, how to answer their question. But also because so they can walk back him.
Yes, that's very important.
All right. So you want older people to be with you to translate for you then? Okay.
Yes, and we also need the youth. We need the younger generation to come out with their skills and their expertise, and that's why we created such an important platform of advocacy work, so that anybody in society, no matter where you are, whether you're in politics or a doctor or just a stay-at-home mom like myself right now, can join in and do this work. And this work is so very important. We all give our time. We take time from our family, from our friends, to commit to doing this work, and we do it on a volunteer basis. Just like the special rapporteur, he does it pro bono. He does it for free, and we should be very thankful and grateful for all this help that we're getting.
On your website, I haven't seen any literature or brochures or anything like that in Khmer. Have you published anything in Khmer?
No, but this is where very recently we started having more of the older generation working with us, and I'm very grateful because they are actually starting to translate for us, because that was the issue that we were having. They asked to translate the website into Khmer. We're also working with Mung Narate now too. He's been really phenomenal in helping us. So and we're looking into ways how can we get the website translated into Khmer. It's going to take.
And also, our urgent alerts are now in Khmer as well as English. So we've incorporated.
Okay, that's all I have for both of you today. I hope you can come back. Please feel free. Contact us when there's something new you want to share through our platform. So I thank you very much for your time this morning, especially Selah from the West Coast, right?
East Coast. We're both from East Coast.
Same time zone. Okay, so I don't have to worry about it because some 3 hours different between the East Coast and West Coast. Some people get up early. Okay, thank you very much, Tavi. Thank you very much, Selah, for your time, and I wish you all the best and good luck to you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. លោកអ្នកនាងទស្សនិកជនជាទីមេត្រីបាញ់មិញនេះគឺជាកិច្ចសម្ភាសជាមួយនឹងអ្នកគ្រប់គ្រងអង្គការក្រៅរដ្ឋាភិបាលមួយឈ្មោះថាសង្គ្រោះកម្ពុជាដែលខ្ញុំធ្លាប់ឮពីទសវត្សរ៍1980ហៅថាខេមរៈសង្គ្រោះខ្ញុំមិនដឹងថាអង្គការពីរហ្នឹងបង្កើតមកខុសគ្នាឬក៏យ៉ាងណានោះទេប៉ុន្តែឈ្មោះដូចគ្នា Safe Cambodia ជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសហើយសុទ្ធតែជាអង្គការដែលធ្វើការងារដើម្បីប្រយោជន៍ខ្មែរឥតមានផលកម្រៃឥតមានរកស៊ីយកលុយពីខាងណាទេអាស្រ័យដោយការជួយឧបត្ថម្ភវិភាគទានពីសប្បុរសជនដែលមានចិត្តមានគំនិតចង់ជួយក្នុងរឿងខ្មែរអំបញ្ញមិញអ្នកស្រីសៃឡាហើយនិងកញ្ញាទេវីសិនហ្នឹងបកស្រាយអំពីកិច្ចការដែលអ្នកទាំងពីរនោះបានធ្វើជាមួយនឹងអង្គខាងសាខាអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិហើយគាត់បានបកស្រាយថានៅក្នុងអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិនោះមានឱកាសច្រើនណាស់សម្រាប់ខ្មែរជាពិសេសក្នុងឆ្នាំហ្នឹងដើម្បីនឹងធ្វើកិច្ចការឲ្យបានប្រយោជន៍ដល់សហគមន៍ខ្មែរដល់ប្រទេសខ្មែរនោះហើយរួមទាំងមានដូចថាអ្នករាយការណ៍ពិសេសអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិហ្នឹងលោកសាស្ត្រាចារ្យមុនតផនហ្នឹងក៏គាត់បានធ្វើសេចក្តីរាយការណ៍ដែរប៉ុន្តែរឿងដែលចម្លែកខ្ញុំសូមបកប្រែដោយសង្ខេបដោយសារពេលវេលាយើងខ្លីគឺថានៅពេលដែលអ្នករាយការណ៍ពិសេសចង់បានឃើញខ្មែរសហគមន៍ខ្មែរអង្គការខ្មែរនៅបរទេសឬក៏នៅក្នុងស្រុកសរសេរសេចក្តីរាយការណ៍ដើម្បីឲ្យគាត់បានយកទៅពន្យល់ប្រាប់ពិភពលោកថាតើឲ្យមេដឹកនាំប្រទេសកម្ពុជានឹងធ្វើយ៉ាងណានោះគឺមានអង្គការខ្មែរតែពីរគត់មានអង្គការ Save Cambodia ហ្នឹងសង្គ្រោះកម្ពុជាហ្នឹងហើយនឹងអង្គការមួយទៀតដែលគេមិនដឹងថាជាឈ្មោះអ្វីមានតែ2គត់បាទដូច្នេះមិនដឹងថាហេតុអ្វីបានជាមានតែ2អង្គការខ្មែរច្រើនណាស់នៅលើពិភពលោកនេះបាទនៅប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីនៅសហភាពអឺរ៉ុបនៅសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកនៅកាណាដានៅណាក៏មានដែរបាទរាប់រយអង្គការហើយយើងថាបើប្រសិនណាជានៅក្នុងប្រទេសកម្ពុជាអង្គការខ្លះគាត់មិនហ៊ានសរសេរមិនហ៊ានថាព្រោះខ្លាចមានបញ្ហានៅក្នុងប្រទេសក៏យ៉ាងហោចអ្នកនៅក្រៅប្រទេសមានសិទ្ធិមានសេរីភាពហ្នឹងក៏គួរតែធ្វើឲ្យបានច្រើនទៅពីព្រោះគេចង់ដឹងថាតើមតិខ្មែរចង់បានយ៉ាងម៉េចខ្លះបាទហើយដល់មានអង្គការតែ2ក៏តែបានត្រឹមតែ2ហ្នឹងទៅរឿងតទៅទៀតនោះគឺថាបញ្ហាខ្លះយើងអត់យល់អំពីរបៀបរបបធ្វើការងារនៅក្នុងអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិនៅពេលយើងមានបញ្ហាយើងតែស្រែករកអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិឲ្យជួយអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិគេមានគេហៅថាអាណត្តិរបស់គេមានបែបបទគួងខ្នាតរបស់គេធ្វើអ្វីបានតែអ្វីដែលគេធ្វើបាននោះទេគេមិនអាចធ្វើលើសព្រំដែននោះទេដូច្នេះគួរតែយល់ក៏ប៉ុន្តែនាងកញ្ញាសិនធីវីថាអាស្រ័យយើងយល់នៅពេលដែលគេធ្វើសេចក្តីថ្លែងការណ៍អ្វីមួយនោះយើងត្រូវចាប់យកចំណុចទាំងណាមួយយើងមកយកធ្វើជាប្រយោជន៍យើងកុំឲ្យគ្រាន់តែឮគេនិយាយហើយចោលអញ្ចឹងទៅបាត់អញ្ចឹងទៅរឿងត្រូវនៅលើយើងដូចតែយើងធ្លាប់និយាយហោហែមកថារឿងរបស់យើងដែលយើងចង់បានគឺយើងអ្នកត្រូវធ្វើមិនមែនគេអ្នកធ្វើជំនួសយើងទេបាទដល់ពេលយើងតែគ្រាន់តែថាគេបង្ហាញផ្លូវជាតម្រុយដើម្បីឲ្យយើងដើរតែប៉ុណ្ណោះដូច្នេះហើយមានការអំពាវនាវថាយើងទៅរួបរวมគ្នាហើយសំណួររបស់ខ្ញុំថាតើអ្នកនយោបាយហើយអ្នកដែលមិនធ្វើនយោបាយក្នុងអង្គការសង្គមស៊ីវិលនឹងធ្វើការជាមួយគ្នាបានទេនាងបញ្ជាក់ថាអង្គការគ្រោះកម្ពុជាមិនអាចប្រកាន់ជំហរនយោបាយខាងនេះខាងនោះទេពីព្រោះជាអង្គការក្រៅរដ្ឋាភិបាលដែលនៅសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកមានលក្ខខណ្ឌរបស់គេហៅថា 501c3 ហ្នឹងគឺធ្វើបានតែលើរឿងវប្បធម៌និងការអប់រំតែប៉ុណ្ណោះហើយនឹងរឿងដូចថាសាសនាជាដើមបាទដូច្នេះទៅធ្វើរឿងនយោបាយមិនបានដូច្នេះកញ្ញាមានប្រសាសន៍ថាព័ត៌មានដែលកញ្ញាបានទទួលបានពីប្រភពផ្សេងៗដែលធ្វើការជាមួយក្រុមអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិហ្នឹងអាចចែករំលែកទៅឲ្យអ្នកនយោបាយហើយអាស្រ័យលើយើងម្នាក់ៗហ្នឹងយកទៅច្នៃធ្វើដូចម្ដេចដើម្បីឲ្យបានជាប្រយោជន៍មកដល់សង្គមជាតិរបស់យើងពីព្រោះនៅលើលោកនេះអង្គការក្រៅរដ្ឋាភិបាលដែលចូលរួមក្នុងកម្មវិធីផ្សេងៗក្នុងអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិហ្នឹងមានជិត 1700 ពីប្រហែលឆ្នាំមុនតែ500ឥឡូវឡើង700ជាងហើយដែលខ្ញុំឃើញនៅក្នុង website អង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិបាទគេធ្វើការទាមទារចង់បានប្រយោជន៍ទៅឲ្យប្រទេសតែឲ្យពលរដ្ឋរបស់គេរៀងៗខ្លួនដូចតែយើងចឹងដែរសួរថាយើងបានធ្វើអ្វីខ្លះហើយមិនមែនថាយើងលឺហើយគេនិយាយអញ្ចឹងហើយក៏ចប់ត្រឹមប៉ុណ្្នឹងទេគឺត្រូវតែយកពាក្យពេចន៍ខ្លឹមសារខ្លះយើងយកមកច្នៃធ្វើយ៉ាងម៉េចបន្តមកទៀតអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិតែមួយគត់នោះក៏មិនអាចទៅជួយប្រោសព្រំយើងអីបានដូចបំណងនោះដែរអាស្រ័យលើពលរដ្ឋម្នាក់ៗនៅក្នុងប្រទេសនីមួយៗហ្នឹងធ្វើការងារជាប់លាប់ផងដែរជាមួយនឹងអ្នកនយោបាយក្នុងប្រទេសរបស់ខ្លួនរៀងៗខ្លួនហ្នឹងដូចជាតំណាងរាស្ត្រដូចជាសមាជិកព្រឹទ្ធសភាដូចជារដ្ឋការរាជការក្នុងស្រុកដែលខ្លួនរស់នៅហ្នឹងរួបរวมគ្នាហើយទាំងចាស់ទាំងក្មេងហ្នឹងកុំឲ្យគិតថាក្មេងមកដឹកនាំចាស់គេខ្លួនគេចាស់ហើយគេមិនចង់ឲ្យក្មេងមកដឹកនាំមិនមែនអញ្ចឹងទេគឺចំហត្រូវតែធ្វើកិច្ចការរួមទាំងអស់គ្នាដើម្បីប្រយោជន៍ជាតិបាទនេះជាយើងខ្ញុំសូមកោតសរសើរឲ្យដោយសារថាមនុស្សជំនាន់ថ្មីកើតនៅសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកហើយមានទឹកចិត្តចេះចង់ជួយប្រទេសជាតិនោះកូនអ្នកណាក៏ដោយខ្ញុំសូមសរសើរហើយយើងជំនាន់មុនយើងសង្ឃឹមលើជំនាន់ក្រោយហើយបើថាយើងមិនជួយជ្រោមជ្រែងតាមប្រភេទតាមមធ្យោបាយណាមួយទេឲ្យគ្នាបានដើរទៅមុខវែងឆ្ងាយនោះនឹងក៏ជាកំហុសរបស់យើងដែរពីព្រោះគ្នាមកធ្វើកិច្ចការក្រោយយើងជំនាន់ក្រោយដើម្បីជាតិដូចគ្នាកាលជំនាន់មុនយើងធ្វើការសម្រាប់ជាតិដែរជំនាន់យើងដូច្នេះហើយយើងក៏គួរតែលើកទឹកចិត្តឲ្យមនុស្សជំនាន់ក្រោយនេះក្មេងយុវវ័យហ្នឹងបន្តកិច្ចការងារសម្រាប់ប្រយោជន៍ជាតិរបស់យើងតទៅមុខទៀតបាទហើយអំបញ្ញមិញក៏មានការនិយាយបែបអំពាវនាវដែរថាបើប្រសិនណាជាលោកអ្នកណាដែលមានសមត្ថភាពមានលទ្ធភាពគ្រប់គ្រាន់អាចជួយជាវិភាគទានដល់អង្គការនោះក៏ជាការល្អប្រសើរពីព្រោះអីអង្គការហ្នឹង មិនធ្វើការដោយធនធានខ្លួនឯងហើយនឹងការឧបត្ថម្ភបន្តិចបន្តួចពីសមាជិកពីសហគមន៍ហើយមិនទាន់បានសុំថវិកាពីប្រភពណាបាននៅឡើយទេដូច្នេះហើយបើសិនណាជាយល់ថាវាមានប្រយោជន៍សម្រាប់សង្គមជាតិទាំងមូលក៏សូមពិចារណាតាមការគួរយើងខ្ញុំសូមស្លេះត្រឹមប៉ុណ្ណឹងចំពោះកិច្ចការដែលទៅជែកអំបញ្ញមិញនេះបាទហើយនឹងសង្ឃឹមថាមានការរួបរวมសហការគ្នាធ្វើកិច្ចការជាមួយគ្នាទាំងចាស់ទាំងក្មេងទាំងជំនាន់មុនជំនាន់ក្រោយទាំងអ្នកនយោបាយទាំងមិននយោបាយបាទសង្ឃឹមថានឹងសហការគ្នាក្នុងនាមជាខ្មែរកុំឲ្យក្មេងជំនាន់ក្រោយគិតថាខ្មែរជំនាន់មុនអត់បានការលោកអ្នកនាងទស្សនិកជនជាទីមេត្រីយើងខ្ញុំសូមថ្លែងអំណរគុណលោកអ្នកនាងដែលបានខិតខំចំណាយពេលវេលាតាមដានស្ដាប់និងទស្សនាកម្មវិធីផ្សាយសារព័ត៌មាន The Cambodia Daily ជារៀងរហូតមកតាមបណ្ដាញសង្គម Facebook យើងនឹងវិលមកជួបលោកអ្នកនាងទៀតនៅថ្ងៃស្អែកប្រសិនបើលោកអ្នកនាងមានសំណួរយោបល់សូមសរសេរនៅក្នុងកម្មវិធីរបស់យើងតាមអាស័យដ្ឋាន www.facebook.com/withoutfearorfavorkh សូមជូនពរលោកអ្នកនាងឲ្យបានប្រកបតែសេចក្តីសុខសេចក្តីចម្រើនគ្រប់ទិវារាត្រីសូមជម្រាបលា